What explain to me what movie we're watching. And by
Are you
explain
recording?
to me, I mean, yes, I am recording. Explain to me the movie we're watching. It was going to be a surprise jump, but you sussed me out.
I suspected. Yeah, again, you don't want to surprise me when I'm tall glass of watering, because I'll misunderstand and ruin the fun. But, so, 1926 was The General. Is often considered, it's not my favorite, if I were to rank them of the ones I've seen, often considered the best Buster Keaton movie. Buster Keaton, one of the big three of the silent comedy stars, along with Charlie Chaplin and Harold Lloyd. Now, Buster Keaton's whole thing, like, each of them kind of had a different vibe. So, like, Charlie Chaplin was beautiful and, like, had a lot of crazy pratfalls and physical comedy, but he also had the heart. Like, his movies would actually make you cry at the end.
Okay.
And still do to this day. Harold Lloyd would do some wacky stunts, but also had, like, a real big grin and, like, a good lust and zest for adventure. Buster Keaton's thing was, he was old stone face, very, very, grim-faced dude. But his stunts are some of the craziest in cinema history, and, like, he was kind of a proto-Tom Cruise in that way, like, really willing to put himself in incredible danger for a cool, stunt, and this one is, this movie is one of his high points in terms of that. So much so that, much like Arrival at the Train at the Station, this one did make that list of the 101 best action movies of all time. At number 31, The General.
Oh, pretty high on the list too.
Yep,
what is the General about though? What's the movie?
This. Eagle-eyed listeners might know this from our Mission Impossible episode.
Yep.
But The General is a movie where our hero is a member of the Confederacy.
Woo!
The Union. So, yep, the South will rise again on this episode.
Yep, all you Southerners out there, we're for you. This movie's for you.
Fortunately, yeah, it's an awesome movie. That part has maybe not aged the best. I mean, it doesn't actually get into the causes and meaning of the Civil War, because, the more you would, it would maybe cause some moral complications for this main character.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a touch. But it's there, and it's weird.
Yeah.
It's an odd detail of this. But yeah, so Tanner, actually, silent movie-wise, like, will this be one of your very first?
I believe this will be my very first silent movie, yes. I do not believe I have ever seen a silent movie.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad one to begin with, because it does have a lot of rip-roaring action.
Now, has it got I assume it does sound bits, though, like, movie, like it does musical cues and whatnot.
There will be music, but there will not actually be any talking or sound effects.
Oh, okay.
We're talking the old, like, the characters will talk, but nothing comes out of their mouths, and there will be a little card to let you know what they said.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm ready to.
This is a true blue silent movie, but there is music that will, ping at the exciting parts or whatever. Like when he bonks someone on the head, I think the score will, like, go bong or whatever.
Okay.
But either way, that will at least make it easy for commentarying. We will not be, like, missing a lot, unlike most times when we chat over a movie.
All right. Well, I'm ready to watch our hero, the Confederate, fight those ne'er-do-well Union people.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're watching the same one for once, because it is on the YouTube. So we're gonna go ahead and start.
1852.
Yep, 1852 indeed. So in 3, 2, 1,
All right.
Kino International.
Yep. Who released a lot of foreign and silent movies. Here we go.
Do do do. Do do do.
So we're...
Oh, so Buster Keaton was just his name. Not his nom de guerre.
Let me check if that's the case. May very well be. He was Joseph Frank Buster Keaton. So Buster was his nickname, but Keaton.
But Keaton, huh?
Yep. Physical comedy, inventive stunts, a deadpan facial expression that earned him the nickname the Great Stone-Faced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. We had the Western Atlantic Flyer speeding into Marietta, Georgia in the spring of 1861. So, made in 1926, but set in the middle of the Civil War.
It's kind of fascinating that they were doing, like, period pieces back then. Like, you would think that, like, that would have come about later, you know, in movie history.
Yeah, with nostalgia.
Yeah.
I know from, like, day one, people were nostalgic. Well, people have always been nostalgic for the past, I guess, yeah. Oh, and hence why it's called the General. That's the name of the train.
Now I know this is like digital because it says HD in the bottom, but like I'm very shocked at how well this looks. Like it's kind of it's kind of blowing my mind right now.
Yeah, this is a really good copy. Like because this is been subject to a lot of releases over the years, some way more scratchy than others, but this must be like, high quality, like DVD or Blu-ray it came from, because this is really cleaned up for a 20s movie, like in terms of grain. Oh.
Is this Mr. Buster Keaton himself?
This is indeed, and there were two loves in his life: his engine and this. They cut to this picture of his lady
and his lady friend.
There she is. A better time in the South before this.
For their stupid union, those stupid Yanks.
Ruined everything.
It ruined everything.
Now, there have been many attempts by film fans who like this movie over the years to try to kind of make that less uncomfortable. So some people are like, hey, as a slapstick person, you're kind of a loser is the idea. So, of course, you would play, the losing side of a war.
What? The South lost? Wow, man. I read the wrong history book growing up. It must have been the reason why it was named Yankee Doodle.
Yeah. I guess this is a victory. You can win the battle, but lose the war.
Yeah, exactly. Are those his kids? Or are they just train orphans that followed him home?
I think they're his train henchmen, if I'm remembering right.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not his biological or adopted children. Well, I guess they're kind of his adopted kids. When he was telling them to get lost.
Dude, I cannot get over, and I know it's just because it's been like remade and like touched up but like this movie is fucking beautiful, like in a way that I was not expecting. It's kind of really like throwing me.
You've been watching, too many horror movies where the old movies are real beat up on purpose to make them creepier. But this is, like, sharp. Yeah, I agree. This is an insanely good copy.
Not Fort Sumter.
Uh-oh.
The war.
Those damn Yankees.
Them damn Yankees firing on our fort.
Gonna be one of the first to enlist.
And I might die of dysentery on the way.
Yeah, man. I mean, the Civil War was no joke. You were like bayoneting people and stuff. It was not a. You didn't die clean.
Yeah,
I guess.
No, he loves his train. Can't take a man from his train.
Nah, man. I mean, at least, okay, again, not to be too defensive, because, you know, we can just say it was the time, and thus that's a problem. But at least he doesn't seem to have too many idealistic, you know, reasons. No. It's mainly because he wants to impress his lady friend. But I don't know if he believes in the cause so much as, you know, he's just trying to stay in good graces. Yep, he's running to that recruiting office.
Oh, he was first in line. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Oh, yeah, no, he's still first in line.
Johnny Gray, our hero. Now, if you remember in Batman Brave and the Bold, Joker has 3 henchmen that are dressed up as, like, black and white silent guys.
Yeah. One of them's Johnny Gray.
They're supposed to look like Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, and Harold Lloyd. And I believe Harley Quinn in that show is also drawn to look like a black and white silent movie heroine. Oh, they prefer him as an engineer.
Of course.
He's too valuable to the South.
Who else will drive the trains?
Yeah, man. Which honestly makes him more evil than these soldiers. He's helping, you know, keep the full engine of the South running.
This is how Captain America got started.
It is. He would. Like, okay, now we're casting. Yeah, like, he would have been a great silent era Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So when you get that man some super soldier serum.
He's even wishing he was stronger. Right here, he's like, man, I wish I had some big buff muscles. Oh.
This is exactly like Steve Rogers. Now all we need is a German professor.
Yeah, man.
It took him up to some tubes and some Tesla coils.
I mean, that's kind of happening, I guess. And I think this old man might be like, don't worry, lad. No, he's stopping him too. I mean, he desperately wants to fight for the South, but again, just to impress a lady. So,
if you lose this war, don't blame me. You were the linchpin. Yes.
Yeah.
If only they had let old Johnny, whatever his name is, enlist.
Johnny Gray?
I've already forgotten. I know his name's Johnny though.
Yeah, Johnny Suavo or whatever.
Which is more than I can say. I actually don't remember Haley Atwell's character name from Mission Impossible, and we just watched that movie.
She's Grace?
Yes.
And Alana or Elena is the White Widow?
Something like that, yep.
And I don't remember Mantis's name. I only know her as
Paris.
Mantis.
I knew that one because it was the name of a city.
Ah. Oh no. He's losing his It's a bummer because
Wait, what do you mean he didn't get in line? He was first.
Oh, well, I think that dude's trying to get with her, so he's he's a disgrace to the South. Jesus.
Damn.
I mean, again, wait a few years and that won't be something to be ashamed of. No, it's all these Hogwarts letters coming in. Oh, and look, if I'm remembering right,
This is
our first big sequence. So it actually gets going as an action movie faster than Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
I don't want you to speak to me again until you are in uniform. Wow, this girl has some standards, man.
I would not be I would tell Johnny there are better girls.
Yeah,
That's kind of screwed up. I mean, I guess she has principles, but again, for the Confederacy. Here we go. Yeah.
yeah. That is fucking funny as hell.
Yeah, I'm on the...
A year later. Wow, this movie is.
Dang. That was his...
We're doing time skips and everything. I didn't
I
realize.
that, I guess, yeah.
Didn't realize the silent movie era was so full of his chief spy, Captain Anderson.
Dang. Yeah, man, he doesn't speak to her for a year.
From Marietta to Chattanooga. Chattanooga,
man,
Kansas, I do believe. Or is it Chattanooga, No, I think it is Chattanooga, Kansas.
Oh, cool. You should go and watch one of them Civil War reenactments.
Is it? I don't know if it is. I might be misspeaking.
I don't know myself.
Tennessee. It's Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Kansas.
So, well, let's see. Chattanooga to Atlanta. I guess that wouldn't pass Kansas, right? Because that's going to the east, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it would not pass. So the general will not.
I don't even know if Kansas was Confederacy. I'm actually not entirely. I mean, I would imagine so, given the people that are in my area. But I shouldn't assume. There's not a lot of the South will rise again signs out there, so maybe I'm wrong.
Well, that's good. At least.
Oh, he's gonna steal a train. Hey.
Yeah.
I wonder if that might be our hero's train. And perhaps he'll get a chance to prove his southern blood. As soon as I arrive, I will let you know how serious. I'm assuming he's been fighting all this time, but it is funny to think that, like, I'm already assuming father is injured, so...
Oh, yeah.
It must be her brother.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which, I mean, it could... I mean, this is 1826. They could also be lovers. That's probably not entirely...
I'm pretty sure that was not acceptable in the 1860s either.
I think you are... I think you are I think you are giving the 1800s way too much leeway.
I'm overestimating the 1800s.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I was very much a thing of the 1800s.
Oh, yeah.
Listeners at home, fact check me for incest by all means. Put in your comments whether that was acceptable or not. So she's gone to see father because brother was already wounded.
I suppose.
Was that water or milk? Did you see that? That was some.
I think that's you. Yeah. I think that's milk, but he's like washing himself with it. I guess. I think I remember hearing something about that. Again, not a historian, listeners at home, but I feel like in the olden days, maybe like people did put their hands in milk because it was like an exfoliant or something.
Ugh.
Uh-oh, the evil Northerners are here.
They've stolen the train.
Yep.
Why is he like covered in fucking what is going on with that? I need to.
Well, maybe it's shaving cream. Maybe he was gonna shave.
But he's shaved clean.
I guess he was feeling a little stubble. Aw, he's first to help his lady friend out.
Of course, because he's a hero. He's not a no good sneaky northerner.
No, he's not a filthy unionman.
Yep.
Also, I did some quick looking, and it does look like Kansas was a point of dispute during the Civil War because it was not admitted into the Union yet. But in 1861, it actually entered the Union as a free state. So Kansas
fought for the Union. Okay.
was on the right side of history.
I'm proud of you, Kansas. If only you hadn't voted for Trump, but that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, you lost your way. You know what? At least you weren't a slave state initially, apparently.
An old-timey whatchamacallit.
Gonna get one of these pump machines. So alright, this is our first big action scene, and it's 16 minutes in, so better what do you call it? Better paced than
Mission Impossible. They're like fully taking a. What is going on? Who?
I think so. No one can chase them.
Yeah, but that's some dedication.
Yeah, man. Hey, they believe in the freeing slaves, and that's why they're villains. They're very dedicated.
Yeah, them dastardly. How dare?
It makes them evil. Dang. His adventure's over.
That is a wooden bicycle. Did you see that? That was entirely wooden. Could you imagine? It's like when you watch Back to the Future and you see those the fucking the 1950s skateboards that were just a wooden stick and a log. He's got to get help from.
Yeah, man. From the Confederacy.
Damn right, the true heroes.
Yeah, man. These deserters.
Sound the bugle.
Yeah, they're ready to help.
Damn right, they're the heroes. Not like those dirty northerners.
Yep. Ooh.
Boo. Oh, he like fucking. That is funny.
Because yeah, you were for a second like, whoa, wait, did he actually bring in like an army? That'd be pretty cool. No. All by his lonesome. Oh dang!
Yeah, it can only go up from here. He's got a cannon.
Yeah, he lost his troops, but he has a cannon now. Here he comes. Oh. One of the worst injuries Buster Keaton ever got was in one of them. one of those big water spigots is supposed to land right on his head, and apparently it very badly snapped his neck. That like.
Did he die, or did he somehow?
No, he survived all these horrible injuries he got over the years. But
Wow.
his body was pretty. Actually, his last acting role was in the '60s. He was in a Twilight Zone episode where he's a silent film guy who gets sucked into the future.
Wait. He survived till 1960?
Yeah, and like one of his last ones was a Twilight Zone episode where where he's a silent star who time travels to the future. Here we go.
Is he what Buster Scruggs is based on? Or is that like its own thing, or a whole entirely different thing?
I think that's its own thing, but maybe
Okay.
he's named after. That could be a name reference.
I hope they let him fire this cannon. Even though it seems really like a really bad idea to fire a cannon that at a train that your lady friend is on.
Exactly.
It's probably not
Yeah, not that's too much collateral damage potentially.
Oh, it didn't do anything. Okay, maybe it's not that bad of an idea.
Too low, too short a range. He's gonna try again. Pretty wild. He's a braver man.
Oh, the cannonball actually explodes. I thought cannonballs just kind of I thought their damage was more of an impact, not a Oh, he's gonna put the whole can. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
I'm not sure actually if cannonball explode or.
I don't think they do. I believe they're just heavy. They're just big ass balls. That's more or less what their intention is.
They're for smashing, not for kabooming on impact. Whoa.
Oh, Buster Keaton.
Oh no.
You this is some Wile E. Coyote shit, man.
It is. It's got a lot of that. Jesus.
Just run, man, run.
Oh, he can. He's stuck.
Like how he threw a piece of fucking wood at it.
Whoa.
It's gonna turn it just the right. Yep.
Yep. The old
let's remove
decoupling the train routine. Oh, good. Now we can get back going.
that poor lady who lives right next to the train tracks.
Yeah, that would be a sucky place. I mean, I guess it was the 1800s, so there's probably maybe not that much train action, but you never know. I could be wrong. And also, listeners at home, like you can tell I'm a film historian because my insight was now he can get back going when the train started up again.
His makeup's super interesting, man. I assume that's makeup
beard,
at least.
Yeah. They put him in like I think it was pancake makeup was what they called it. That like creepy white face.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, this scene rules. I remember this part. Yeah, speaking of Mission Impossible, that was what Palm was wearing. she was. She had Michael. She had not Michael. She had Buster Keaton, not Michael Keaton face.
Buster Keaton face on.
Yeah. Whoa.
Damn, that was really cool.
Yeah.
I like his. I do like his stone face is very nice.
Yeah, I like that he's a really deadpan, like comedy guy. Oh, yeah, this is the part I was remembering. Yeah, where he's got to move the log while the train's still going. Oh.
God, imagine the timing of trying to get that right.
Yeah, man. How?
And you can't just fix it in post, you know?
Yeah, that's all real time playing out. Him having to whack that log off with the other log.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, is this the movie? First of all, I don't think that's a real person. I'm pretty sure that's a doll. But second of all,
I don't think that's her. Yeah.
Is this the movie that establishes the damsel on the train tracks?
It's got to be one of the first ones.
Oh my god! Is this cinema history unfolding?
I know, throwing a poor lady on a train.
If she gets tied up to this train tracks, I'm gonna flip.
I don't think so. She might get thrown on it, but we'll see. I'm trying to remember. I think that was The Perils of Pauline. Might have been the first lady tied to a train track.
Okay.
Train track. That's also a very good Venture Brothers character, Red Death, who's like a Red Skull looking guy, and he's voiced by Clancy Brown, and he's like an old timey supervillain who remembers the old days. And at one point, yeah, he gets revenge on a dude by tying him to train tracks and giving a long monologue about how, like, oh, they used to have these great clocks that would make this tick, 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 but now it's all digital. No flair anymore. He's going through a tunnel.
Not as impressive a tunnel as what Tom Cruise went through, but you know what? I'll take it.
You can tell that's how we've developed as a society, is because our train tunnels are longer and longer, and those action scenes in them can now go on for many minutes when Gabriel's swinging on a knife to kick Tom Cruise. Whoa.
What was the point of setting that thing on fire? Kind of confused where they thought. I mean, maybe to smoke them out like right now, but it does seem like a very weird.
It was an odd, an unnecessary extra thing. Maybe it was already gonna get in his way, but I guess it is doing its job. It's really, bothering him.
Kind of crazy that this is
What?
One of the first. I would imagine one of the first chase sequences as well, and it's a train-on-train chase sequence.
Yeah, it's kind of like I guess because trains were still pretty darn impressive, so I feel like a lot of early movies for the spectacle they usually would go to trains to get you excited. But yeah, if we're doing the 100 action scene list in order, this is the second one after Arrival at a Train, so we were in a lot of train territory at the time. That's pretty crazy too. Look at all these extras playing. I like the war just going on in the background.
It's not as important as this man's quest to get his lady love back.
Which again is why it's
kind of crazy. This is also, I just happened to notice, this is only 30 minutes into this. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. This is like similar to similar to not the Tom Cruise to Mission Impossible, how it like escalates as it goes. This is like that, but down to 70 minutes of just getting crazier and crazier.
Oh, them dirty Northerners.
Yeah. Boo.
Boo.
Free slaves on your own time, man.
Yeah. What does Abe Lincoln think he is? Some vampire hunter?
Yeah. Ooh. Future episode, we're probably gonna have to do that one.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do all the Abe Lincoln movies.
I like how, like, we just watched 2 armies pass by and this dude's just still chopping wood on his fucking...
Yeah, man, he don't care. Just his lady, just saving his love. Even though she was like, don't show your face till you're a man in uniform.
I was about to say, nobody, you don't want to call for help, man?
He was too distracted. Ooh. Oh,
just dropping logs?
whoa. Only one man on that engine. I guess they're like, oh wait, we can just
we
jump
can just
him and
shoot
kill
this
him.
guy.
He's a one-man army, that Buster Keaton. Uh-oh.
Oh, so we've entered... Which I guess is technically the first silent movie I've ever seen. We've entered Hundreds of Beavers territory.
Yeah, now he's like lost in the woods.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he immediately finds a house, but still, it is getting a little bit... Oh, I guess your first silent movie was Hundreds of Beavers.
Technically. Which is a fucking fantastic movie.
Oh yeah.
God, I love that movie so much.
That is an all-timer, and I'm glad that it's entered my life. He's actually spying on the filthy Northerners.
Yeah, them dirty Northerners with their apples and their whatever else they're eating. Oh, and look, that looks like a servant to me. Mm-hmm.
A white servant, so looks like they might be paying that dude. Can you imagine?
Could you imagine such a thing? Pay?
Oh, he's getting some intel.
Yeah, he's going. He's gonna get to the heart of the Northerners' plans. He's gonna break it all up.
Look, I'm playing it cool, but I am sleepy too. Because listeners at home, this is the third film we've watched in a row.
Hey man, you signed us up.
I did. I was like, hey, we're on a train streak. I wanted it to end with like maybe the greatest train movie of all time. There are a lot of good ones though. Runaway Train, which is from the 80s. That's a good action film on a train, and I believe on that list as well. And with Jon Voight.
Oh, has it got Jon Voight in it?
Yeah, and you know who the co-lead is?
Who?
It's Jon Voight and Eric Roberts.
Wait, is this his?
By Dr.
Oh, look, it's his lady. It's his lady friend.
Yeah, man, they're bringing her to the villains.
Why wouldn't you just give the lady back? Like it seems like this was a poor idea. If you want me to be honest.
Yeah, like you don't need to kidnap people. You can just be like, oh, sorry, man.
Just throw her off the train.
You can go home. Yeah, just leave her in a bush or something.
Yeah.
Just be like, here, you stay there. Bye. Problem solved.
Of course,
they are evil.
Of course, the North would steal our women and not give them back.
Yeah, these evil Northerners.
Yeah, they took our women. Them's fighting terms. I guess they're all going upstairs for the orgy.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I had, because of my water, I had a delayed response.
I'm glad that you had I'm glad that happened. Oh.
Their orgy. You can hear him in the other room.
Yeah, you can hear him in the other room going at it.
That's why she's so distressed.
Yeah, she wasn't expecting to hear that kind of...
What a horrible thing to be subjected to.
A bunch of Northerners.
Making an Eiffel Tower up there. They're in a what is it? A daisy chain. That's
they're in a daisy chain.
Yeah, it was like not the circle jerk. That's when they're all jerking in a circle.
Yeah.
But a daisy chain's where everybody's connected to every other buddy's part.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a big old glop of old Northern men.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Again, his deadpan thing kind of rules. Just the way, without changing his expression, he just conked that guy on the head. It was pretty great. Hey, he's in uniform.
Yeah. I guess not the right uniform, but maybe it'll count to her.
She'll be impressed. Sorry, but pretty good. Him shushing her and then knocking that over me. Whoa.
God damn, man. I think the world is trying to tell you something.
Yeah, you're on the wrong side. You know, you don't have to do this, Buster Keaton. Whoa, a real bear.
Yeah, real bear.
Yeah.
He better beware of that bear.
Mm-hmm. The bear, and the maiden fair. So I believe this is what they would call day for night, where you just kind of would darken the image instead of having to shoot at nighttime, because... Whoa, she's in a bear trap!
Yeah!
It's hardcore.
Again, I cannot believe how, like... And again, I know it's been digitally reconstructed and rejiggered and all that stuff, but man, is it one freaking good looking movie.
Yeah, this is a damn fine looking film.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, director Buster Keaton and co-director Clyde Ruckman.
It's kind of cool that he both directed and acted in his own things too.
Yeah, he was and Chaplin as well. Yeah, they would all do the Jackie Chan thing of often directing their own motion pictures. Now, Jackie Chan famously says that his two biggest influences were Bruce Lee and Buster Keaton, which makes sense because he's kind of those two things mushed together.
I was about to say, isn't Jackie Chan a big fan of like stone facing his own action scenes, or at least playing them seriously?
Yeah, he sometimes has a freaked out expression, but yeah, he's usually not.
He doesn't play up his own comedic acts
as much. Yeah.
Speaking of, like, it's kind of crazy that we haven't gotten a modern day Jackie Chan, isn't it? Like, I mean, we have Tom Cruise who does his own stunts, but like, when was the last time we had a real like
martial artist in like Hollywood?
Yeah, like a real martial and a guy willing to kind of like do those big set pieces of like, oh, I'm gonna be on a ladder walking and knocking over people, like that kind of stunt work, prop stunt work is not because like you have probably Tom what?
It probably is Tom Cruise is the closest, but like who are you gonna say? Let's maybe.
Well, I was gonna say the only thing I can think of is like I know Daredevil really goes all in on the fighting, but like. You know, it's not. It's very serious. I'm thinking more like that Jackie Chan comedic martial artist.
Like stunts and like physical comedy, but more in the lighthearted way, but still like action.
Yeah.
I guess because I was going to suggest like I know Keanu Reeves does a lot of the John Wick stuff. Trains for it, but I don't know if there is like in America like films anyone kind of doing what Jackie Chan did.
Yeah, there's no hole that's filling, which is kind of crazy, man. It is.
Yeah, I would like some more.
I wonder if any of that Cobra Kai, because I've watched a fair bit of Cobra Kai, but it's been a couple of years since I've seen it, so I don't really remember like its action set pieces. But I wonder if Cobra Kai ever gets into any of that like that stuff. The more fun like martial artist.
I feel like it's a like wax on, wax off is kind of that, right?
Yeah, so kind of.
There should be more like I'm gonna fight with my laundry or whatever. That annoying scene in Batman Forever where Dick Grayson's like, I got my own way of drying the laundry, and he just spins around the wet clothes and does wet clothes kung fu.
It's just all shoes. Oh yeah, just get in the bag.
she's like, well, all right.
Guess we don't have any other plans, so
no other hiding spots for you. Mush your head down.
Trying to find shoes now.
Find the right shoe. She's just in the sack.
Did he find his train? Because I feel it would be poor for him not to be in anything but the titular, the general.
Yeah, he should be. He's got to be in the general by the time we get to the big old finale.
And then he can go talk to the general about automobile insurance.
Yep. Uh-oh. General Automobiles. As that Family Guy joke says, it'll worry whoever you hit.
You know what boggles my mind? How many... I talk to a lot of people across all of, America, really, because of my job. It amazes me how many people know about J.G. Wentworth 877 Cash Now. I really thought that was just a Florida thing. It is not, man. Like, every time I reference that or do the 1-800 bit, people know exactly what I'm talking about. I have never met a person who... Yeah, I have never met a person who doesn't know J.G. Wentworth 877 Cash Now. It's very... It's crazy.
That's wild. I did not realize that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I always figured it was just a Florida thing because it always played on local channels and shit.
Yeah, that's kind of that. Maybe he expanded it a certain.
Yeah, no, man. Next time, float it out to whoever you're near. Be surprised. It's very weird, but a lot of people know about it.
I'll know what you're talking about. Isn't Morgan and Morgan now running for a third party?
I think so, yeah.
For the people.
Yep.
That freak.
Just like them Southerners, not them Northerners.
Whoever these is, I don't even know who's who anymore. We're all the same deep down. Oh, dang.
Why is he... What was that for? Oh, I guess so he can't... Yeah,
to disable the messages.
He's disabled the communication network.
Yeah, man.
Just like the entity.
Yeah. He is doing the entity of his time. The 1800s. Oh, speaking of ladder stunts, maybe we'll get one here.
There's a lot of destroying trains of this one as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage being done to these trains.
It'd be funny if she got crushed and she was just dead. That was...
She's alright. You gotta move all this rubble.
What a wild ride this woman's been through.
Yeah, she's been roughed up all throughout this movie.
Honestly, you might have just been better keeping the train. Figuring out a way. Maybe it's a transformer. Maybe it can transform into a lady friend for you.
Oh, it would be like the doctor's wife.
Yeah, exactly.
The general's aide de camp.
Yeah.
I need more firewood for the burning of the stove.
It's funny that there's literally a thing of firewood behind it.
Yep.
Like, literally, you could tell that trade is filled with wood still.
Yeah, I guess it's not the right kind, or maybe it's all wet from the spigot and the rain. I don't know. No, I don't think so.
No.
I just need more wood. Comes Ulysses S. Grant himself.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Boo. More like Ulysses S. Boo. Yeah, Ulysses S. Jerk.
Boo Ulysses S. Grant.
Yeah. Ulysses. Colonel Runaway himself.
Man. Demons run when a Buster Keaton goes to war.
Yep.
She's helping. Go, go, go.
Ah, the old clothesline trick.
Yep. See if this helps. Oh, dang, they're shooting to kill now. That makes sense, because they are. Whoa.
They are them evil Northerners.
Yeah, that too, obviously. They were just the worst. Hey, look, man. I was born in Texas, raised in America. Sorry, in Arizona. To Florida. I've only ever been in the South. Oh, Wabar. I thought it was war.
Oh, damn. There's a
whole
slew of Northerners coming and knocking.
Yep. There, more train destruction, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, man. It's funny that, and I like it that it does this, but like every time there's any debris on this fucking track, everybody has to stop to deal with it. Oh yeah, see, look, he's unlocked the secret.
Yeah, he now knows how to cheat sheet this.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, that's so fucking funny, man. That is so fucking funny.
It makes it like a slow speed chase, but pretty suspenseful, because you're like, oh shoot, are you gonna make it to that one in time? There they go, doing it again.
This poor woman, man.
No, yeah, she's pretty roughed up throughout this.
I would just be like, I'm walking from here on out.
Yeah, she should be like, all right, we're splitting up.
You be the distraction, I'll slip away quietly.
Oh, it's W and ARR. Whoop. All right, things are coming along all right. Oh, Texas.
Well, damn, he was Bart Simpsoning that poor woman.
Why you? I guess he was excited because he smooched her, but
It was, yeah.
did look like he was trying to kill her, but he was trying to do a like, I love this lady, mwah! But it did look too much like, yeah. Oh, they're catching up fast. Whoa. Jeez.
Oh, yeah. And them dirty Northerners shooting to kill.
Dead Reckoning is pretty much this, but with an AI.
It's pretty much this.
Add the Entity, same movie.
God, even like getting rid of. Oh, we got a train crash.
Yeah, we did. Our first train crash, surprisingly.
The most slow speed train crash you're ever gonna get.
Yeah, they've moved pretty smoothly for the most part. The trains stay in motion and survive. I guess the first train crash was the cannonball exploding that one part, and he was on that railroad pump thing, and that flipped. But so less train crashes than there would be in a modern film. Oh dang!
That seems pretty.
Looks pretty frigged up.
Yeah, it looks pretty damaged.
It looks like it would kill them if they tried to advance on us. Alright, 20 minutes to go. This is the grand finale. Whoa.
Buster Keaton.
Oh no.
You poor man.
Yep. Everything's gotta be an ordeal.
Woman, throw it in the other direction, man.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it is the general. How somehow he did get his train back.
Yeah, he's back to the general. And I guess that was they'd confiscated it when he freed it from the Northerners. Whoa.
The Texas has got nothing on the general.
No.
I heard talk that train went on to become a time train. Emmett Brown himself found it.
Oh, right. That's old Doc Brown's and his family there at the end.
Yeah, and then one day it's gonna get a TARDIS personality too.
Yeah, well, it will turn. Yeah, that'll be the Doc's lady friend is the Doctor's wife of the Back to the Future is what I'm getting at.
The Rock River Bridge. Oh my God, is there going to be a bridge breaking in this?
There might very well be.
If so, that's insane.
Looks pretty stable to me. I think we're good to go.
I don't know, man.
Nothing's gonna happen. Jolly bunch of people.
Do. Sorry, that sting for just a second.
The Northern Division nearing the bridge to meet.
Oh, we've got to. That's right. We've got to win the war as well.
Yeah, there's also an army on the way. They have to stop.
They gotta stop doing that sting.
Oh, he's burning them.
Oh yeah. See, this is we're gonna get a bridge. We're gonna get a bridge blowing up, man, which makes me very happy. It makes me so incredibly happy to see that they're
gonna blow up a whole freaking bridge.
Jump over.
Come on, you gotta do it.
Jump over, Buster Keaton.
Yeah, I don't think he can get around. The only way out is through. Whoa.
It'd be funny if at the end of this movie she was like, well, thank you for saving me, but I have to go back to my brother now.
Yep.
We're already incest married, so fortunately you missed your chance.
We're married in the eyes of the Lord.
Of this, yep.
Of the entity.
Yeah, that AI already married us.
Yep, it was the Reverend, whatever you call it. There was a better word for it I was looking for, like when you're, anointed to be able to marry people. Ordained, there we go. The entity is ordained. Oh yeah, he's got to get his Confederate outfit back on. Or else they're gonna shoot him.
We did it!
Woo! Yep, there's old Robert E. Lee himself.
Yep, and now they're all gonna shoot them dirty Yanks, or Northerners.
Yep. Get him.
And the rest of the movie is a bloodbath. Real men were killed.
They're gonna reverse Sherman's march, these Northerners. Whoa. Look at all them horses. You ever ridden a horse, Tanner?
No. Well, maybe as a kid. Probably as a kid.
They're pretty cool. Yeah. They're pretty cool. I've done it once as an adult.
Really? What was the context behind that? Were you on a date? Or were you just...
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
Ah, okay.
We went on a horsey back ride. And,
Nothing's more romantic than horses.
It's true. I did okay. I didn't get to, gallop on them like these guys. I don't think I was going like, yeah.
One day we'll go to a cowboy ranch together and have an authentic cowboy experience.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
we would absolutely hate it.
Let's put that in the maybe pile.
Put that in the hell no pile.
I would like to go camping at some point, even though I know I probably won't enjoy it. But just to say,
I went camping so much with my wife, with my ex-wife. It's an experience.
maybe with the right people, like with your best pal David, it might be more worthwhile.
What would be fun would be going camping and bringing it and just watching a bunch of horror movies in the woods and then trying to sleep afterwards. That'd be an experience.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We have to get only evil shit like Wolf Creek or whatever, so we'd be really, really afraid of. Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna do it, you gotta go all the way and do like the most intense, upsetting horror movies you can possibly pick. Because I want to really feel the true terror of being an animal. Hey, they fixed it.
Oh, yeah, give me that bridge. Come on. Come on.
We're getting there.
You could say he's really burning bridges in this movie.
You could indeed. Here we go. Not since the bridge on the River Kwai. Which is an amazing movie, but I remember it was shown in Miss Clark's class in middle school, and I was the only kid who felt that way. Everyone else was bored and angry. Whoa.
Oh, dang.
He's saying go for it anyway.
Yeah, he's like, fuck that. We ride.
You can do it.
Which I feel is probably not the greatest idea, if I'm being honest.
It's the hubris of the North. That's why we lost the Civil War.
Yeah, that's why we lost the Civil War. Absolutely.
Slavery reigns today.
Oh, that's so cool!
Yeah. Holy shit.
Imagine just the act of getting that done back then,
was probably insane.
Mm-hmm. I bet you people lost their fucking minds in the theaters too, seeing it like, holy shit!
Yeah, holy crap, they just collapsed an entire bridge with a full train on it. The brigands are lying in wait. Go, my minions.
Go!
Whoa. Oh, thank God the Confederacy is winning.
Yep, no, thank goodness. Where would we be without them?
And look, man, I'm like, hey, that bridge collapsed. That's the peak of the movie. I mean, there are only 10 minutes left, so yeah, that was the literal climax. But
I want to see they gotta go get married.
Well, yeah, we gotta see Buster Keaton win his lady love finally.
Yeah. Tie the knot
with his missing sword. Yeah, man.
He's earned it. He went above and beyond, quite literally.
He did. He didn't have to do any of that.
Nope. Look at him riding in with the general.
Yeah, man, especially after that brother screwed him over by saying he didn't even try to enlist.
Yeah, kick that guy out of the house.
Yeah, man.
He's an invalid now.
At that point, I would have joined the North and been like, hey.
Somebody's got to give me a uniform.
Oh, I meant for revenge on the brother. I was much
That works too. I like where your head's at.
battle.
I like where your head's at. We've reached that point where we've been doing this for like 5 hours, so it's just whatever fucking shit comes out of our mouth.
I'm pretty delirious. I don't think I can. I disavow anything I said on the general episode. I was too far gone at that point.
Dude, the best, honestly, it was perfect. The best bit we've probably ever had is you with that delayed reaction to the orgy and then losing it for fucking 5 minutes. Between that and Yu-Gi-Oh, we're really peaking on this recording session.
Not to pat our own backs, but those were some all-timer moments for sure. We owe it all to a tall glass of water and watching 3 movies in a row to break my brain. I guess 4, counting a train arriving at the station.
It's absolutely... Whoa, there's death in this movie, okay.
Yeah, man, we're not playing around.
Buster Keaton killed a man.
Here we are. Yeah, man, he just slapstick murdered that dude.
I don't know if cannons are... I'm about to say, cannons are really not your friend.
No, he's doing a bad job with them. Oh, another bridge collapse. Oh, and a dam.
Oh, yeah. Hot damn, there was a dam collapse.
Yeah, man, we're gonna wash those northerners away. And these generals suck. Just kind of like,
they're just waving their sticks.
They're retreating.
Man, there's a lot of train man, this movie's got some high quality train destruction, man.
Yeah, it's not skimping on trains getting blowed up.
I can't tell if that's the southern flag or the northern flag.
That, I believe, is the Confederate flag.
Gotcha.
That's it. Or one of them, anyway. The stars and bars. Because old Buster Keaton was waving it at the end there. Oh, what a beautiful tribute. The lost
This Buster Keaton looks like a fucking kid in that shot. It's fucking insane. He looks so much. He looks like a little baby boy. Jeez.
I like him riding along with the soldiers he's not part of. Hopefully his lady friend appreciates him now.
Yeah, but this is when she reveals she's pregnant with her brother's kid.
Jesus Christ. Just going all into this dreamy Lannister nonsense.
I forgot all about you.
Or I guess you're that's my boy.
That's my boy. God, wouldn't that be a commentary? Wouldn't that be a fucking commentary?
We're gonna have to do it, man. I think so.
Oh, things I'm gonna remind you of when you're sober. Remember, you agreed to a "That's my boy" commentary. You're gonna have to be the one to fill the silence when all that teacher sex is happening.
I'm gonna be going to the bathroom while that's happening. I'll be back. Or it'll be a race for which one of us is gonna leave the other one first. I'll be like, I gotta go to the bathroom. But I did say I disavow everything on the general.
You did actually say that nothing you can be holding accountable to.
So I might use that to get out of "That's my boy." But no, I think I'm ready to deal with "That's my boy."
The strangest of Adam Sandler movies.
Probably. Is that the weirdest one?
I've never seen Jack and Jill, but I can't imagine that Jack and Jill is more stranger than That's
Jack
My
and
Boy.
Jill I think that Jack and Jill is just like, it's amazing how it's barely a movie, whereas That's My Boy is genuinely like, what kind of twisted brain would come up with, you know?
Because it's legitimately a romance. Like, it's not even a fucking... They meet again, remember, when she gets pulled out of prison, and it's like fucking...
They end up together at the end. It's like a happy ending. They fall in love. Aww.
Is that the dad? Or is that just a random general dude? That's the dad, right?
General. Yeah, that's the dad who she's with.
He needs a real uniform.
Yep.
No, they're gonna give him an upgrade. Now you're a fucking general yourself.
Yep. Oh, wait. Yep, he's now a decorated general. Like him.
Wow, they actually made him a fucking general.
Aww. Good for him. Good for that slave-owning piece of shit.
3 weeks later, he was dead. Because he blew himself up.
The bloodiest human conflicts ever.
Damn. It is a Captain America.
Yeah, he finally got to dance with Peggy Carter there. Oh, he's never gonna get to smooch him because of all the people walking by to salute.
There we go. And all those guys are headed to the orgy. They do call it the Dirty South. But anyways, that is one last one to break the
last orgy talk to get me.
Oh, is that like his lady friend? Was that his go-to? Because I'm looking at some Sherlock Jr. That is also Buster Keaton. It looks like the exact same woman.
Sherlock Jr. might be my favorite one. That's, I think, of the ones I've seen. That one's his, I think, and we should do that one next. It's only 45 minutes, so we'll do that another time. Let's see, Catherine Maguire. Yeah, she was in multiple Buster Keaton.
Was that his lady friend?
Wasn't her. Let's see. The General. Looks like it's not the same lady.
Okay, they look very dissimilar.
Yeah. Might have just been the style at the time.
Yeah, probably. Dude, that might have been my favorite movie of the three we've watched today. I'm gonna
pretty rad.
I'm gonna admit it. It was kind of amazing. I can't believe the things that they went to too. Multiple trains destroyed, bridges broken,
cannons going off.
And real bridges broken too. That's kind of the other crazy things. Like I'm surprised that like nobody has done that Nobody has done that again. Like, I'm sure somebody has, but you know what I mean. Like, the train blow ups that you get now are all CGI. So
Yeah, like in our last one, in your Final Reckoning, like a little too much green screening when they're coming out of the train cars.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see what our Tom Cruise has behind his sleeves in the biplane stuff. But no, just the insane stunts, and even just like the ones that aren't like super big, but are just like he's on the front of the train, taking wood off the tracks, and like if he's not careful, he would go under.
Yeah, no man, it's crazy, and the timing of that fucking log one that he does. Ugh.
When he bashes the one log with the other to get them both off there.
Yeah. No, that is the timing alone on that is crazy. Yep.
No,
dude,
lot to love there. Pro Confederacy notwithstanding, but still a pretty rad film. Now this one you would consider an action film more.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So this has earned its spot on the list of 101 greatest.
Yeah, and I can see why it's 31. Honestly, I mean, it's got to be like the first of most of that stuff. Like a first of throwing the like train chase and the.
Yeah, a lot of those stunts feel pretty invented. Yeah, like on the spot here.
Yeah, no, I very much enjoyed that. Like I said, I think that might have been my favorite, the minute runner of the night.
Might have been. I mean, to be fair, you had seen these Mission Impossibles.
Yes.
Maybe less. You knew it was coming.
I enjoyed one a lot more than I remembered. I really think the Brian De Palma of that goes a long way to making it a very good movie. A very unique movie.
Kind of wild that like the lack of action in that one, it still zips by faster than the Dead Reckoning.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
But either way, yeah, this was a good palate cleanser.
For train. I'm so glad we did one more. That was a good one, Mo.
Yeah, I thought it was a good short one to go out on. If we're doing the action movies chronologically on this timeout list, the next one up is from the 30s, would be The Adventures of Robin Hood.
Oh, how's that one? Have you seen that one?
I've seen that one. That one's pretty good. And that one is 33. Might not be as good as The General, but it is in color and people are making noises. So, the cinema is developing.
All right, man. Well, I quite enjoyed it. I thank you for that. I appreciate that last little bit there.
Yeah, me too. Thank you for indulging me in a pretty cool trip through history, and because I was like, there's so much train shit going on in these. We got to go back to the master of the train, the general himself, Buster Keaton.
The general, and not the auto insurance guy.
No, not that awful insurance man.
All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. I
think so. My energy and my saliva's all out.
Yep, it is almost 1:00 here. So we will see you all in the next one, which is definitely gonna be Brightburn.
Hit the hay for Brightburn, the evil Superman kid movie.
Oh wait, yeah, I'm sorry, Saltburn. Saltbright. First star I see tonight.
Yeah.
Wish I might. And everybody have a good night.
And Merry Christmas to all.